There is a moment nobody sees that decides more of your future than the moments everybody applauds. It is not the announcement. It is not the big finish. It is not the day you finally look confident and people say, I knew you could do it. It is the small private moment when you are tired, distracted, tempted, and nobody would blame you for lowering the standard. That is where your strength is trained. Not in a fantasy version of life where you always feel inspired. In real life, in the messy middle, in the hour after a long day, in the quiet choice between scrolling and studying, between complaining and planning, between proving a point and protecting your peace, between quitting because progress is slow and staying because you respect the person you are becoming. The next level is not always louder. Sometimes it is simply cleaner. You stop making deals with your excuses. You stop needing the perfect mood before you take the next step. You stop waiting for your confidence to arrive before you act. You begin to understand that confidence is not a feeling you find. It is a record you build. Every time you do what you said you would do, even in a small way, you add a line of evidence. I can trust myself. I can finish. I can recover. I can learn. I can show up again. That evidence matters because life will test you in ways motivation cannot cover. There will be days when your plan breaks, your energy drops, someone disappoints you, or your results make no sense. In those moments, you need more than excitement. You need a trained response. And a trained response begins with one simple question. What is the next right move? Not the perfect move, not the dramatic move, not the move that fixes your entire life by Friday. The next right move: drink water, clean the space, send the message, do the first set, open the book, make the call, walk for 10 minutes, apologize if you were wrong. Say no if the request costs your self-respect. Put your attention back where it belongs. This is how strong people are built. Not by avoiding hard days, but by refusing to hand their identity over to them. A hard day can affect your mood. It does not get to define your character. A setback can slow your progress. It does not get to own your future. A mistake can teach you. It does not get to name you. You are allowed to be tired. You are allowed to be disappointed. You are allowed to need time. But do not confuse needing a breath with needing to abandon the mission. Rest is not the enemy. Avoidance is. Reflection is not weakness. Denial is. Starting small is not failure. Staying stuck while pretending you have no choice is the trap. Look at the people who grow steadily. They are not superhuman. They have simply reduced the amount of debate around the basics. They do not ask every day whether discipline is convenient. They have already decided. They do not wait until they feel worthy to take care of themselves. They act in ways that remind them they are worthy. They do not let one bad chapter convince them the whole story is ruined. They turn the page and write better. You can do the same. Start by shrinking the battlefield. If your life feels overwhelming, do not try to fix everything at once. Pick one area where self-respect is leaking. Maybe it is sleep. Maybe it is your phone. Maybe it is the way you talk to yourself. Maybe it is unfinished work, ignored health, messy finances, broken routines, or promises you keep postponing. Choose one place and bring order there. Order creates energy. Energy creates belief. Belief creates bolder action. But be honest. You cannot build a stronger life while protecting every weak habit. Something has to be challenged. The comfort that keeps you behind. The excuse that sounds reasonable. The environment that drains you. The friendship that only survives when you shrink. The routine that makes your goals impossible. Growth is not just adding better things. Sometimes it is removing what keeps pulling you backward. And yes, that can feel uncomfortable. Good. Discomfort is not always a warning sign. Sometimes it is a doorway. The first workout feels awkward. The first boundary feels selfish. The first disciplined week feels strange. The first time you choose silence over arguing feels unfinished. The first time you keep going without applause feels lonely. But stay with it. New strength often feels unfamiliar before it feels natural. Do not measure your life only by visible results. Measure it by the quality of your choices under pressure. Did you return after falling off? Did you tell the truth to yourself? Did you protect your focus? Did you choose the hard thing that future you will thank you for? These are victories. Quiet ones. Real ones. One day, the outside will catch up to the inside. People may notice the change in your body, your work, your confidence, your calm, your standards. But by then, you will know the truth. The change happened earlier. It happened when you kept a promise nobody heard. It happened when you practiced patience instead of panic. It happened when you stopped asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and started asking, "What can this build in me?" So today, do not wait for a perfect version of yourself to begin. Bring the version you have. Bring the tired version, the uncertain version, the version with a complicated past and unfinished plans. Bring all of it to the next right move. You do not need to transform everything by tonight. You need to place one honest brick, then another. You need to prove, gently but firmly, that your future has your cooperation. Stand up inside your own life. Choose the action that matches your respect for yourself. Protect your attention. Keep your word in small ways. Recover quickly. Learn without insulting yourself. Move with courage, even if your hands shake. The next level is not waiting somewhere far away. It is hidden inside the choice you are about to make. Make it clean, make it brave, make it yours.